guys, welcome. Happy Friday. How are you? My name is Dana, and thank you for joining me today. I'm a health and wellness mentor, and I empower you to lead the life you were born for. I wanted to come to you today with a topic that happens to come up with my clients, and I walk them through, and it's a little bit vague, but it is another myth in the diet culture that I am here to bust. So welcome to the Ditch the Diet series, Myth Busting. And here is my take on freebies and cheats. So, I don't care if the label says 0 carbs, 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 protein. Whatever you ingest through your mouth that goes through your stomach, into your intestines, and out the other end has to be processed. And the regulation on the label actually can vary up to 0.99 grams, at least for carbohydrates, so it can say 0 and still have a small percentage in there, as well as most of the time, even though the labels say 0, there's probably sodium, natural flavorings, all the things that hold whatever you just put in your mouth together or gave it fizz. So I'm talking like sugar-free gum, all of the 0 calorie, 0 carb beverages, anything that you think might be a freebie is a lie. If you have to ingest it, your body has to process it and absorb it and excrete it just like anything else. Now the impact that it has is a different story. So that being said, I often get asked, do I get a cheat day? Or somebody says, I cheated today. Or are there any freebies that you offer on your program? And my flat answer to that is, it's time for a mind shift. So cheating, let's talk about that. When you say I cheated or I have a cheat day, cheat has a negative connotation. It immediately will shift your mind framework into a shame cycle where there is guilt involved, there is punishment for doing the wrong thing. Even if you're not thinking it, the programming, the subconscious programming will automatically shift you there. What I would love for my clients to move over to is choice. Did you make the right choice that aligns with your values and your goals and what matters most to you? Did you choose to participate in that birthday cake because you are celebrating and you knew you could have self-control and it was an amazing experience and all the good vibes? That is a win. But if you ate that cake because you are cheating and you are being sneaky and you are entering the blame shame game, then we need to have a discussion. So always, it's your choice to decide if what you are doing is aligning with your values and what matters most to you. And I'm here to tell you that what matters most to you can change. It changes on the daily level. Tomorrow, having a 6-pack of abs and racing pro enduro, that might be what matters most to me. But the next day, meeting up with a friend and spending quality time with them over a gluten-free croissant and having a cup of coffee might be what matters most to me that day. With that said, usually we have goals that we're going after, and we have to have values and what matters most consistently over time. So if I really am interested in training and getting to the pro level, then consistently I will need to make choices that align with that value or that goal. But if I'm more interested in being healthy, being able to play and keep up at any time, but also doing other things in life and doing other goals, then I might make different choices to stay aligned with that goal. So when I work with my clients, one of the first discussions we have is what matters most to you. What are your goals? What are your values? And we have an array. All of us have a different array, and those can change. Sometimes we have 5 to 10, but when we know what they are, then we can make the choice to decide to stay aligned. And so that being said, the most important thing is that when you're aligned and you're choosing those values and what you focus on, you will be able to stay in a forward positive motion versus in a stagnated negative feedback cycle. Those are the things I like to say. Sometimes when I'm talking aloud, I try to stay positive and that just doesn't resonate with me. But a positive feedback cycle, that resonates. So keeping you in a positive feedback cycle so you can move forward, we want to do these 3 things. Choose, decide, align. And then if you shift over into a negative feedback cycle, that's my job as a coach, is to help you shift back out of that again. So just to wrap up, you can still reach your goals, but the most important thing is that you're making choices that are aligned, because if you're cheating or you're trying to be sneaky or slip in freebies, somewhere in there you're misaligned, which usually shifts you back into a shame-blame cycle. Everything we eat counts as something. It might count as a carb or a protein or a fat, but it counts as something because you have to intake it, your body has to process it, it uses water and chemicals to break it down, it has to be excreted either through the other end or your urine. So just to make it clear, everything counts, but how it counts is the thing that matters most. So I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of freebies and cheats on my myth busting Ditch the Diet series. If you have any more questions for me about how nutrition and it relates to the body or mindset and how it relates to reaching your goals, please reach out. I believe you're born for more, you're meant for more, and your more is what matters to you. Nobody gets to define that. So reach out anytime with questions. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and an awesome weekend, and I'll catch you on the flip side.